Hello, hello, hey, this is okay. Say I'm coloring Pokefruit. Diantha and Cynthia turning into a blueberry and a pear. Let's get going on this. We're coloring commission sketch, and I'm gonna go ahead and share this link on X and Discord, and then we'll get going. Let's see where can I do that? Okay, I gotta refresh. Okay, share, copy, and let's see, there we go. Here we go, sharing on Discord. If you'd like to see the progression of the sketch, here it is. I started this last night, and it's really taken shape today. So yeah, here we go. We're getting the drawing going. We've got our flat color layer copied, and now it's time to. So I had some reference photos over here pulled up so I can get an idea. She's wearing like a white shirt. I'm also gonna try to have on a movie in the background. I'm gonna try to turn it down pretty low so we don't run into any copyright issues. It's a Tim Burton movie that I haven't seen in ages. It's about Edward. Okay, so let's get white, because she's got some really bright clothing on. It's like a white. Let me pull that up just to see. I think I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit more. I was watching Goodfellas this morning. It's on Tubi, and then Scarface came on after that, but I feel like I've seen Scarface too recently to watch it again. Okay, so let's get a big highlight going, and I'm gonna kind of block out the shapes of the highlights. All right. Yeah, so I feel like there's a shortage of entertainment going out in the entertainment sphere lately. Kind of feels like we're in a, I guess the entertainment industry is on life support right now. I'm very fortunate to be able to create for a living. Okay, so we're gonna get even brighter now. Let's go for a smoke brush. Let's get a little bit darker, or smaller. Okay, I think I'm at pure white. Okay. So now we're gonna come in. Let's just go ahead and do some kind of sharper, more defined shadow. I haven't really figured out how we're going to communicate or show that it is a blueberry. You know what? Let's try to connect the top here. It's gonna kind of defy the inking, so we might have to erase the inking a little bit. Don't you dare defy the ink. Is that? There we go. Let's go with a nice kind of shape here. If I remember right, in Edward Scissorhands, yeah, the old woman is in like really bad makeup or something, or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Like when you age an actor, you like cake them full of what is it? Makeup. I'm gonna have to go ahead and start thinking about the next Wonka comic, the epilogue number 3 or 4. Can't remember what number we're on now, but it's time to get the script going for that. Let's go ahead and do, you know, that would be cool is if we did something like I guess the clothing was being pushed squeezed so tight that some of the blue underneath was kind of popping through. Let's go for white here. Okay, I think we need to whiten this up too. Kind of feels abnormal. Always kind of hard to shade white clothes. Okay, so let's do her jacket, I guess. We'll do her jacket next. And she has some like yellow striping on her jacket. You know what? I need to pull out my my pop-out chat. I'm gonna pause. Pop-out chat. Oh, hey, Skull Knight. Okay, so yeah, I've got that muted. Hey. Let's do something more purpley. Okay. And gonna kind of come in here with that. It might be a little too dark. A little too dark unless I increase the contrast on her other clothes. Okay. Let's kind of shade that. Let's see. It's gonna come over here. You know, it's been so long. I think it's been like at least 20 years since I've seen Edward Scissorhands. I feel like I saw it as a child, and then I never saw it again. It'd be interesting to see what is in the movie that I never knew about. Alright, so I think we'll do like a slight edge, dark edge over here, just to give it some dimension. Okay, there we go. Let's do some white. Get it. Some highlight shape. Okay, I feel like we need to show some folds in the fabric here. Okay, let's do the same on her arm bend. Alright, so let's go ahead and I don't know if we should go ahead and do her, maybe we should figure out her blue. Maybe it's only coming through a little bit on the non-coat section. Let's do soft round. So I guess where it would be pushing hardest against the skin is where the blue would be coming through the most. I'm just kind of experimenting. I don't know if this is going to look good or not. Maybe we could do like overlay. No, you don't even see anything with overlay. Pin light. Huh. Well, there's not really anything that does what I'm hoping it'll do. We'll just try linear burn for now. I'm wondering if we should do like a lot of blue down here, almost like violet too. Let's do dotty gritty shading. I think I'll come in here and erase some of this too. Strange, I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit today. I'm not sure why. Okay. Let's do some lighter blue on top. Okay, so this is where maybe I can try doing some opacity. Been a big fan since the Blue Planet Apocalyptic. Oh yeah, good to meet you too. I don't think I've met you before, so thanks for coming by. And if you have any questions, just let me know or ask away. I'm kind of wondering how to do this blue popping through. Do we do like a smoke detail eraser? sort of make it even more subtle. I think that looks probably the best. Let's see it without it one more time. Yeah, I mean, like, it's too hard to know that she's turning into a blueberry if you don't have any blue there at all. But maybe I'll come in at the end and add juice somewhere. Let's do her skin, and I'm kind of wondering if we do her skin blue down here. What? I don't know what that was. My hand. I've got like a touch screen, so sometimes I randomly, accidentally hit stuff. Okay, so let's see if we can do... I'm kind of thinking... Sometimes the effects I use don't translate well when you do normal skin color. Because her skin color especially, because it's that really light skin color. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and just do her whole bottom part blue. We'll do blue. I should probably go a little bit violet. Okay. I'm gonna leave just a touch of her what is that, her, not her calf, but her lower leg. What do you call it? The lower leg. What do you call that? Her lower leg, not her thigh. I'm gonna leave just a little bit of that with the highlight. And this is probably looking a little too soft and untextured. So I'm going to add a little texture, and definitely on the highlight we're going to add texture. Okay. The other thing I'm wondering about with Edward Scissorhands is why give him scissors for hands in the first place? Kind of seems like a strange design choice. Okay, so let's go with the highlight now. Let's make it look like that leg is really getting squeezed by the clothing. We'll just have like a little tiny highlight over here. And I'm not even sure it highlights what we should be doing, but I'm going to curve it around. Okay. We'll do her skin up here. We'll have like the blue creeping up. So what should we do here? Should we do a multiply shading? I feel like that would probably work out well. This is linear burn, so let's do color. Blue. We'll do dotty gritty shading. It's a very light blue coming up. And now we're going to use the multiply layer to do her, like her skin shading. Kind of want it to look like only the bottom portion, like the transformation is moving up her body. Let's see, is that too vivid? Let's go with a little bit less. It's very delicate. color picking. Okay. Got her color coming in. I'll have to come in and touch up the colors a little bit after we finish. I can tell her eyes are not quite correct. All right, the other thing I was wondering about is her lips. What color are her lips? Does she have like normal lipsticks? Kind of just looks like light pink, very light pink. So let's try it. Okay, that's all on multiply. So here we go. I've got a little like gnat flying around my face. If you hear a random like clap, it's me trying to restore my sanity, get rid of this thing. It's easy to forget that I'm using the multiply layer. Gotta use an eraser if I want to undo something. All right, let's come in with smoke detail, do something kind of soft, kind of make a cheekbone. Okay, so let's come in now and just sort of, let's do a soft brush. Sort of give a gradient to her forehead. And there we go, I think that's good. Now we're gonna go down to her chest. Do her collarbone. Gotta say this color looks a little strange right now. I'm not sure we'll end up keeping it. Let's go up here. Oh, whoops. Let's pull the color above. Let's see. Is that too blue? I don't like it. But let's go back to, what am I doing? Okay, so I am coloring. What am I coloring? Oh, I'm on color. That's why it was looking weird. Okay, so get back into multiply. I wanted it to look a little bit more blue and less red. I'll have to use the eraser here to get a more of a shade, more of a squishy kind of feel to it. Okay, now we can do highlights. Airbrush with texture. Put a few highlights down here and there. Let's do a little bit bigger here on that cheek. Now let's kind of sharpen it. That was my phone. Got some kind of... It sounded like a Facebook market or a Facebook post message. I can't stand getting on Facebook nowadays. Okay, so let's do this. I feel like I want to kind of soften this highlight a little bit. There we go. Let's put a little bit of a multiply, a little bit of a violet. Kind of sharpen that line. Okay, there we go. Let's move on to her hair. Edward Scissorhands has some pretty crazy hair. I wonder if that was a wig, or they had to do that every time. Like, what is it, like just gel and teased? That look he had, Edward Scissorhands, that kind of like inspired a lot of not copycats, but you know, like a lot of people to have that hairstyle back then, right? I mean, it looks like he's kind of reminds me of the Crow. I guess it's like the gothic guy. Okay, so let's do dark purple. Does she have anything in her hair? I mean, whoops. I don't see any hair things in her hair. So I'm going to keep her hair just normal. She has some weird, like, Bulbasaur stuff on back there. I'm going to do some pattern. Maybe that won't look good. But it kind of seemed like she had some very abstract looking hair. Be interesting to see someone cosplay as her and do their hair like that. Okay, so let's do the highlights now. Maybe I'll get on the multiply layer and add a little bit of blue. That's more like purple, that's not blue. Let's go with blue. That's still very purpley. Okay. There we go. I wonder if we should do any blue on her face. Let me just try that out real quick. See what that looks like. We'll use the multiply and okay, here we go. I've had some renewed interest in the Blueberry series lately. A couple of people requesting continuations of Blueberry comics and that kind of thing. It's like we're seeing a resurgence of the return of the Blueberry. I feel like that would be the name of the movie or not movie, but name of the story if I did one. If they have the movie Attack the Killer Tomatoes out, that would be a good one to watch. I don't know if I've ever watched the movie the whole way through. I kind of got bored and quit. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Just a little bit of blue coming through. Out of my way. Blue coming through. Okay, so let's do just like... let's not bother with multiply over here because there's no need to. We're not going to be changing colors or anything. There we go. I still feel like it's a little too dark. Let me come in with a giant. Brush there. Alright, so let's finish this up. Oh, I forgot her pinstripes. She's got those yellow, like, pilot stripes. Like Han Solo, the yellow stripe. So let's select her thing, and I kind of feel like we could just do on a color layer. Let's try that first. Yeah, that works out. And she's got the 2 on the cuffs. She has like a... This should be more like a gold. That's good. I don't even know if she's supposed to have that. It doesn't look that good, so let's take it off. I don't see it in all her reference photos. So next, let's go ahead and erase some of this. Let's go with some lines now. There we go. Kind of minimize the amount of messy line work. There we go. Okay, so I don't think she has any on her. No, the only other pinstripes are on her shorts that are like her bodysuit. So let's do that now. Go with the yellow. Are we on this? Okay. Yellow right here. Wait, where? It's not on her. It's like right here. Okay, that's what these lines are for. I drew in. Should we do the? Let's do them like right here. Does help give some nice interest to this space. Let's kind of curve up too. Okay. It is getting kind of warm in here. I feel like we have not left summer out here yet. Like it's still summertime. We got into the 60s in the morning the other day, and that felt cold. Okay, so let's see. Is that it? I think it is. Maybe her shoes. And once we finish her shoes, then we'll be done. I'm going to go in the multiply layer. Just kind of darken everything like it's under her shadow. I kind of want to clean this line up a little bit. Looks a little bit messy. Why don't we go ahead and erase the pencil work too? I think that's adding to the mess. Okay. Kind of think we should do like some blue on her eyes. Oops. We'll do action lines there at the end too. Oh, you know what? Let's smudge this. There we go. Okay, now for the pear. Let's see. I'm gonna turn on a little bit of an air conditioner because yeah, it's getting way too hot. Be right back. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's start off with her outfit because that seems like the easiest place to start. Let's do like a bluish light to help kind of tie her into the picture with her friend over here. I guess they're not friends, are they? They're like enemies. I was wondering if we should do it like leather or like super high contrast, lots of stark highlights and stuff. I'm gonna just lightly do in some little details. And we'll kind of increase those details as we go. I feel like we can darken this a little bit. Okay, so I think Doc Swell was the first Blueberry artist, or his comic was the first artwork I came across that I was like, ooh. And so I think it's called like The Adventures of a Blueberry Girl or something like that. So I've got him to thank. Okay, so we're just gonna like sharpen up some of these highlights now, make it not quite look like I've only got access to one brush. Yeah, I don't even know what has become of Doc Swell. I know he was not always Doc Swell. Before Doc Swell, he was something happened. I don't know. He wanted to not be known by that anymore. And I never was able. It's all like stuff you hear through the occasional comment someone makes or something like that. So of course I don't know the full story. Alright, so let's move on to some... Oh, actually, we're not finished here yet. I'm not done with you yet. Get back here. There's that fruit fly again. Oh, I got it! That gnat was driving me insane. Not anymore. Okay. Trying to give... One thing is, like, you gotta give your highlights a little bit of shape every now and then. A little bit of definition. Okay. All right. Now I think we can go in with a darker shadow. Not really shadow, shading. Let's get even smaller. I should probably come in with on the multiply layer and darken like all of this leg back here, just so it kind of feels like it's in the background and not so close up. But I don't know what's going on. Oh, I used the wrong layer. Okay, so I'm gonna go with like a very soft, we'll go with green back here. How about that? Actually, we should go blue, kind of like it's reflecting the blue light. Let me see that purple light. So that looks a little strong to me. Let's kind of come in and let's come in and soften it a little bit. Okay, so now let's go with the green, because she's becoming a pear. I wonder if I could do like some splatters. That looks like a dinosaur. I don't know. Yoshi. Let's go with a little bit more yellow, and we'll get a nice blend of light yellow to a dark green. Okay. I'm gonna save it, just make sure we don't lose any work. We're almost done here. Let's go ahead and work on our hair. Do something easy for a change. Oops. I like to go with like a soft gold. Alright, now for the highlights. Let's kind of give it a little bit more of a hairbrush look. Let's do the hairbrush. Make this less chunky back here. Okay, so now let's go with the highlights. Now I'm going to choose the pure white, uncut pure. And we'll come in with a little bit. Alright, so she's got some nice golden hair. This is a little strange. I don't know why this didn't go in here. Let's do her face next. Well, let's just go ahead and select all of her skin. I'm gonna hide the edges. We gotta do, let's see. Is that gonna look right? Oops. Forgot to select my brush. I think we need a little bit more red. No. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'll have to fix that hair strand before the end. Let's give her some little dimples. I feel like we should just kind of soften up all this shadow back here. Okay, onto the hands. Let's do some fingertip. I think this might have, I can't tell if I drew the thumb there or what. It must be the thumb. Let's just do the fingers down there. This doesn't look quite right. I'm gonna try to fix that. Let's fix the pencil here. I must have played around with the hand. Didn't quite get it looking 100%. Okay. Whoa, okay. So let's move on down to the lip. Whoa! Forgot to, there we go. Gotta try to make this look really tightly squeezed. There we go. So let's move on to the highlights. Let's do a little bit more yellow in it. I'm gonna move to a airbrush. Tighter the better, that is correct. tight. Was that the Workaholics? Did you ever watch that show? It's a very tight butthole. That was a funny expression. Ooh, that's not looking good. Let's undo that. Easy. I'm gonna undo all that. Let's do a very tiny highlight for her nose. And I forgot we need to do her lips. I don't even know what color lips she has. I'm guessing it's just pink. So let's do the linear burn or multiply. Let's do multiply. That's a good color for her lips. So let's get the white highlights on now. Oh, I don't know how this happened, but my highlights got put on my pencil layer. Maybe when I was adjusting the hand. So that stinks. Oh boy. So, yikes. Let's do that. We'll just pull the, ooh. Okay, we'll just pull this back over here. Should we do like a green? Go dark. Maybe we kind of lighten that up just a hair. Let's go with the soft round. I'm wondering if we should do the upper torso at all. Maybe a little bit. It's going to be too dark. Let's go with like this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, let's go even darker green. So it translates. Going solely on sight. Okay, so I guess we should do, because you're supposed to be blushing. We'll do, that's not intense enough. Kind of wonder if we should do a little bit of like green juice kind of dripping down. So this is the multiply layer. Let's do on the linear burn. I'm wondering if the green would look good. No. Okay, let's kind of play around with the my voice. My voice today is not good. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try drinking a little water. Okay, so I guess we're almost done. Let's do her hair pieces, because I think she has those gold stripes on these. Hold on just a second, let me go in my throat. Okay. There we go. Now her shirt, which is black. Let's go with like complete black back here. Which might not be the right thing to do. So now let's lighten it up just a little bit. I'm wondering what color. Let's go with like a sort of like a pinkish. Let's go back to this. I'm just kind of wondering what the area up here should look like, how the shading should look. I think I'm going to end up going with something like this where you show a little bit but not much. And I think we should do some strong highlights. All right. I'm trying to think. I think that might be it. I'm going to use our linear burn layer just a slight bit. Let's go with like an orangey gold. Is this our linear? It is. So I'm going to just like enhance her hair color just a slight bit. Say, computer, enhance, enhance, further enhance, enhance once again. What is that? That's like from Blade Runner when Harrison Ford just keeps repeating enhance, 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 enhance. I love it when they do that in the crime shows where it's like, yeah, that's not possible. you can't do that. Okay, so the other thing I think we might want to do is increase the contrast down here and maybe give it a little bit stronger of a highlight. Ah, that's not good. Okay, I was on the wrong layer. Okay. Now the last thing to do would be to add some like juice puddles or something, which I don't know. I don't know if we do that. I guess this looks a little odd, this like flat colored thing. We gotta add just a slight bit of dimension to it. Usually try to do like a more violet, kind of purpley look. I'm going to put it on its own layer too, because I don't know how this is going to turn out. Okay, so let's go with also, I guess, like a lime green for over here. Actually, that looks too bright for the shadow it's on. Maybe just leave a slight bit of that to look like a light reflection. Okay. Oh no, I forgot. I did not put it on a separate layer. Whoops. Let's just get rid of all that then. That's pretty easy. I'm gonna darken it a little bit. Let's do there we go. Pokefruit, save. It kind of seems like we might need to add a little bit more of a highlight, which I guess we would just erase some of this. Feels a little dark. Now we've got like the full range of values. Let's erase a little bit more. My voice is just not like 100% today. I'm not sure why. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the soft round and just round this out a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so I think we can save and post this. This is Pokefruit, the coloring live stream. Okay, so I'm going to post this on the DA Gallery and X and Substar. If you haven't followed me on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Get notified every time I randomly pop up and do a live stream. We're doing daily sketches all September, so lots more to come. And the other thing is the Wonka Chapter 1 Kickstarter is about to kick off. I think I'll start that this weekend. And the Wonka Epic Epilogue number 4, I think, is going to start that. What is today? Say September 18th, so I guess then it starts on October 1st. Hope you're enjoying the daily sketch for the sketch month of September, and I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and watching. See ya.